Did you know that Ron Barron just claimed that investing in Tesla stock offers a chance to change one's life? Who wouldn't want the chance to change their life? Continue reading and watching to learn why Ron Barron made this statement. The world economy has been severely impacted by the many problems the world has been facing lately. Earning money got even more difficult than before. Given the present stock market swings, investors, who earned their money through hard effort rather than just luck, are very concerned about how their assets will fare. You'll learn why Ron Barron stated that Tesla stock is a potentially life-changing prospect in today's video. Notwithstanding current problems, an investor is any individual or group that invests money in the hope of making a profit. The market participant that the general public most frequently identifies with the stock market is an investor. Those who buy stock in a firm with the expectation that it will do well in the long run are known as investors. An investment generates income by raising its value to other investors or by paying out dividends. Income might be received in the form of dividends on stocks or interest payments on bonds. Getting a return on investment is the main reason stock owners possess it. There are two main ways that return might occur. Either the stock price increases or it appreciates. At that point, if you want to, you can sell the stock for a profit. It's not simple to become a millionaire in the stock market, but it is achievable. To make a lot of money with investments, you don't have to be affluent, but you do need the appropriate plan. The secret to being wealthy in the stock market is strategy. Those who work in the financial industry are aware that stock prices fluctuate greatly. Since the stock market is just the total worth of all the stocks that investors own, it too experiences ups and downs. Actually, since 1928, the market has had two largest one-year gains, 52.6%, and losses, 43.8%. On average, though, the market has yielded a 10% return. Government bonds issued 10 years ago have yielded an average return of 4.8%. By contrast, the typical savings account currently pays out 0.09 annually. For this reason, compared to saving a loan, investing can help investors reach their goals more quickly. Ron Barron recently told CNBC in a statement, "This is a massive once-in-a-generation buying chance, huge monstrous potential." Ronald Stephen Barron, also known as Ron Barron, is an American investor and mutual fund manager. He founded Barron Capital, an asset management company that specializes in providing growing stock investing solutions after the June 2022 crash. Barron Growth, the $10 billion flagship fund for buy and hold investors, only experiences a 3% yearly turnover. Barron also owns one of the largest estates in the Hamptons, having spent $152 million building it between 2001 and 2009. Now it's worth a lot more. Ron Barron currently has a $4.2 billion net worth. Barron recently stated that Wall Street's estimates of $2.20 to $2.30 per share and $18 billion in revenue were easily exceeded by Tesla. Furthermore, Tesla's operating profit exceeded experts' expectations by almost $1 billion. As a result, Tesla shares saw a notable boost in after-hours trading, rising by 5% to $1,017 per share from roughly $976 at the close. Despite others losing hope in Tesla, Barron is still optimistic about the company's stock. Barron's reliability and the value of his advice may even be questioned by some. It should be mentioned that, similar to today, the COVID-19 epidemic caused the 2020 economy to collapse. In actuality, 2020 might have been worse given the 40 to 50% decline in shares. Barron stated that he would like to repurchase additional Tesla stock even at that time. This occurred during a period of global hardship brought on by restricted trade, a lack of supplies, and a general sense of being imprisoned up at home with no way out. Barron continued to think that Elon Musk's businesses, SpaceX and Tesla, had a lot more room to develop. He thinks Tesla has 10 times more potential. In the next 10 years, SpaceX will expand by a factor of 20, he added. He had before anticipated Tesla would grow in a similar way. Like he did in 2020, it is assumed that Barron views the present volatility in stock prices, especially Tesla's, as an opportunity. Not even Elon Musk's stake in Twitter bothers him. Barron says he intends to retain Tesla stock for at least another 8 years, pointing out that Musk's Twitter investment is irrelevant, in contrast to other investors who are particularly concerned that the Tesla CEO has been losing focus on Tesla, which could lead the company's stock to bottom. In fact, he believes the shares will stay quite high for the ensuing 10 years. Brian reiterated his 2020 claim that there is 10 times more to go with Tesla in a recent interview on a section of CNBC's Squawk Box, saying, "I think we're going to make 3, 4, 5 times our money on Tesla from here." Barron recently told CNBC that since his company bought $380 million worth of Tesla stock, its investment had grown 20-fold to $6.2 billion. The stake is extremely concentrated. It accounts for about 13% of Barron Capital's assets under management. However, Ron is still unfazed by the scale and believes that more is yet to come. Ron Barron forecast in 2016 that Tesla Incorporated would rank among the world's most valuable corporations, and he was right. This is presumably the reason Barron is unwavering in his support of Tesla shares, even in the face of potential negative effects from the economy on stock prices. Do you believe that Ron Barron was correct to suggest that there is a great opportunity to purchase Tesla stock at this time? Please leave your remarks in the space provided below. What should be kept in mind when making investments and owning stocks? Dennis Gartman says, "Let winners run." The Gartman Letter is a technical market analysis newsletter edited and published by Dennis Gartman. Leading banks, brokerage firms, mutual funds, hedge funds, energy trading corporations, and grain trading companies are among the clients of the newsletter. Be patient with winning trades. Be extremely impatient with losing trades, Gartman advised. Remember, as long as our losses are modest and our profits are substantial, it is still feasible to benefit handsomely from trading and investing even if we are only correct 30% of the time. Just this one sentence covers a number of common errors made by novice investors. First, let winning transactions run. Don't sell as soon as you see a profit. Secondly, follow through on a lost trade. Market-savvy investors can afford to lose a small amount of money on a deal, but they cannot afford to lose a large amount. As Warren Buffett advises, conduct study. As one of the richest persons on the planet and a financial advisor to many presidents and other world leaders, Warren Buffett is often regarded as the most successful investor in history. It's far better to buy a magnificent firm at a fair price than a fair company at a wonderful price, he shared. He states that a corporation can be assessed in 2 ways. First, by looking at its equity, and second, by looking at its price. Are you truly fond of a specific stock? Add 10 or so items from your portfolio to it. Make the concept matter. Bill Gross thinks that good investment concepts shouldn't be diversified into irrelevance. Fund manager and investor Bill Gross is from the United States. Most novice investors are aware of the general principle of diversification, which states that you shouldn't put all of your money into one company. Taking calculated risks based on thorough study is another aspect of making money in the market. It's crucial to always have some cash on hand in case you come across an opportunity that requires a bit more funding. Prince Alauddin bin Talal, a well-known Saudi financier and the man behind the Kingdom Holding Company, says patience is essential. Prince Alauddin bin Talal did what many of the greatest investors do to accumulate wealth during times of extreme strain in the late 1990s. He held onto his investments. Strong convictions and thorough research enable investors to hold for extended periods of time and weather choppy market situations. One of the richest individuals on the planet, Carlos Slim, suggests planning ahead. Investors who are successful ignore current events. Instead, they make investments today for future outcomes by researching the momentum of an industry, a company, or the economy as a whole. They always consider the future. All things considered, investing carries some risk, but there are important things to keep in mind and tactics to take into account to reduce that risk. Barron, akin to other investors, allocates sufficient time to scrutinize market and numerical fluctuations prior to